Palerla. You are going first. Zodia is the company. Please come talk about what you're doing.
Yeah, hi Shravana. How are you?
Good. And you?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we are Zodia. We are a startup making commercial spaces profitable. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you fine. Please keep going.
So yeah, when you hear a commercial word called commercial space, so what gets into your mind?
Commercial space, warehouse space, commercial industrial space, even commercial real estate?
Yes. So we also set out that way and see like what exactly goes into it. Well, because as you said, different businesses operate out of that. Warehouses or hotels or any other things like hospitals or anything. So for such businesses, there are two things. So one is the revenue, the other is the operating expenses in order to become profitable. For revenue, if they have a right marketing budget and right strategy, they can get into it. But now the operational efficiency has become the norm. So that's how we want to see like how can we contribute to the bottom line to improve their operational efficiency. So that's how we set out. So we are a startup founded by 3 people, myself, Aditya, and Sharat. So we are graduated from IIT Madras, and we were selected out of 2,000 startups as well to incubate at T-Hub. So when we looked into what these spaces go under, so for a space of just 10,000 square feet, they spend about 12 lakh rupees per year just on energy bills. And air conditioning, they consume about 60% of the bill, and you cannot compromise on that as well. Because you'll have to provide comfort to your consumers, to your employees, whoever is operating over there. And these human presence sensors or automatic control, they don't work as well because they have to run about 14 hours a day, 16 hours a day. And BMS systems, they can't fix the problem because they just report it. And reporting doesn't equal savings, nothing contributing to their bottom line. So, So what did we do? So we found out a solution where we could save about 15 to 20% on the energy bills. The next slide, please. So not only that, so the tech, what it does is it allows you to operate your spaces, maybe 10 spaces or 20 spaces you operate. So anywhere, in any part of the world, you can operate it right from your desktop. See what's happening and what's all going over there. And it fits for most of the commercial spaces, about 5,000 square feet to 50,000 square feet. And this tech, it consists of 2 parts. One is the hardware, which we use it to optimize your air conditioning because that's the 60% operating expense, right? And the software, it's a web portal. Like just as you log in, you will be able to know like what's all is happening. So coming to the next slide, I can show that better. So yeah, for the hardware, it's a patented technology which actually controls the power input given to the air conditioning, and it's already approved by ISO 9001 and CE. And there is something called CII Green Eco label, which is in process as well. It is taking time because of their procedures, but yeah, we have applied for that. And yeah, coming to the software, the next slide, yeah. So yeah, if I'll have to tell more about the hardware, it's attached to the your air conditioning externally, and it reduces your AC consumption by about 25%. Or in terms of monetary, if I'll have to say, it saves you about 48,000 to 50,000 Indian rupees per year per device. So the software is nothing but a web portal where you can see like what exactly is happening at your space. You can see the screenshot over there. So it's saying about the load trend as well as the consumption trend. And apart from that, the data analytics behind, they help you detect repairs as well as power shortages. And you can set threshold as well. So we help them set the threshold as well depending on the space and appliances they use. So they set those thresholds. And once it crosses the thresholds or near the threshold, they get an alert. So they can alert on the wastage happening, or they can reduce on the consumption as well, and get to know what the operating times is, what efficiency the space is operating, be it an outlet or a hospital.
Okay.
So that's how they. And this is a case study of our customer, or one of our customers. They have it's a space, it's an office, which is about 12,000 square feet, and they have 60 employees working in that. And they have a bill of about 12 lakh rupees per year, about 95,000 to 1 lakh rupees per month in electricity bills. So we implemented our tech over there, and we reduced the bills by about 1.8 lakhs per year, or the bill reduced from 1 lakh rupees per month to 85,000 rupees per month. And they recently he gave us a review as well. So he was in Bangalore, and this is in Chennai actually. This office is in Chennai. So he was able to see a power shortage happening because of some disturbance in the capacitor area, and he was able to see right on the desktop, contact his electrician and fix that without causing any problem to the office operating. So it's helping them that way. And they are paying us about 5,000 rupees per month on that, and the cost which we have put at upfront was about 35,000 rupees.
Wait a second.
I'll explain
Yeah, explain the business model.
Yeah. So I'll get into that. So the market size here is about USD $5 billion, and the spaces, the commercial real estate space is going at about 10 to 12% CAGR. And there are about 5.2 million buildings in India which are commercial, and out of that 2.5 million buildings are serviceable in our market. And the recent E-Com Act and the GST Act, this is aiding to grow the retail spaces in different, not only in the Tier 1 cities, but Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities as well.
This is the Indian market, the TAM that you're presenting here is Indian market?
Yes.
Okay. And, all right, let's keep going, then I'll come back to this.
So so if a customer has to adopt our solution, he can choose any one of the pricing plans. One is the fixed monthly payment, so which is based on the savings and analytics offer. So in the recent example which I have shared, they save about 10 to 15,000 rupees per month. So they are paying us 5,000 rupees per month. So that's the fixed monthly payment, or they can go for the one-time payment if they are not happy, if they don't want to enter into this monthly agreement. There are a few companies who don't generally want to go for the one-time for the monthly thing, so they go for the one-time. So we have put for them. So in the one-time thing, they get a guarantee of 2 years.
One-time lifetime or one time a year?
They pay only for the upfront investment.
I see.
From their side. Yeah, one-time payment from their side. This is a monthly payment. You can say it as a rental thing. So it goes on. So first we enter into an MOU of about 3 years, and after that, if they are still interested, that still goes on. Okay. So if any time they want to drop back also, they'll have to inform us 1 month before, or notice 1 month before, and they can drop from the plan as well.
Rohit, can you explain the COGS number that you presented here? What is this COGS 35K?
Yes. So they have adopted this monthly plan, right?
Yeah.
So they are paying about 5,000 rupees per month. That's the cost of goods sold from our side, which has come up to 35,000 rupees upfront from our side. Because they have adopted it monthly, so we'll have to put that before. So that's the upfront cost for us. So that will get covered about 7 months.
Your cash flow requirement is a problem.
Yes. So in order to tackle that, we have come up with advance payment as well, which is about 4 months currently. We started with 6 months, but the negotiations go to 4 months of advance payment. But yeah, there is a little cash crunch over there, which we could manage for each stage.
You know, one thing I will say right away, just by listening to this part of your presentation, is that you should not do deals where you have to invest so far ahead of your revenues, because cash flow wise it's going to be very complicated. You should get, if you're charging, so I assume the 5K number is a discounted number. You're going to sell at 10, 15K per month, right?
Yes, definitely. So that was our first customer. We couldn't charge more.
Yeah, if you're going to sell at 10K per month, then you should get 4 months in advance and then go to monthly payments. If you're going to sell at 15K per month, then you should ask for 3 months advance payment and then go to the monthly charges. You have to somehow cover the costs of the COGS upfront. Otherwise, this the business model is going to be very unattractive from a scalability point of view.
Yeah, definitely. So that was our first customer, so we couldn't charge more over there, but that's the plan actually.
Okay.
So in order to get into the market, we are getting in touch with the decision makers in the corporate areas, and also we are trying to partner with industrial associations like CBRE, CII, which gives us a good image over there, and also with the lead connectors, people, influential people who have about 100 or 200 outlets in the French deals, right? So we are trying to partner with them. And going into the future market, we have this data of what exactly is happening in that space. So with that, we will be able to know like what exactly is required for that to make them not only energy efficient but energy sufficient as well. So connect them to the right solar suppliers and solar suppliers to their right customers. And we can serve for spaces about 50,000 square feet plus as well once we get the tech right. And well, yeah, we can always forecast these electricity bills as well once we have this data. So that's how we are looking at the future market.
Okay.
So the next slide, please. So yeah, till now we have currently one paying client who is paying on a monthly basis, and we have 5 clients who have where we have completed POCs. So those include TVS, ICICI, Xiaomi, Big C, and there are 2 other local chains where we operate in Hyderabad. So till now the revenue is about 30,000, so 35,000, so including this month, I will have to say. And lifetime value per customer, I would say 25 lakhs, because each customer they have on average about 10 spaces. So for each space, it's about 2.5 lakhs they pay on a lifetime on an average. So that's how we calculate it. And the sales cycle, it's about 3 months currently, because these are B2B, and it is taking a bit of time since we are in an early stage to convince them.
That's actually 3 months is not bad for the stage you're at. Now, what is the how long would a device last? See, these hardware pieces that you're installing on ACs, what is the life of that?
It's about 5 years.
5 years. So your lifetime value, you're looking at a 5-year window, and then you have to renegotiate the deal and sell another set of devices.
Yes. What usually happens is these spaces, they vacate about 3 years or 4 years on an average. But yeah, we'll have to replace while they are still continuing in that space.
Okay.
And
Swapna,
we want to improve the tech as well.
Or comments? 1 second. Swapna, would you like to comment on this?
Yeah, sure. So I think my limited comment here is that we're increasingly seeing more of such models where people are deploying CapEx upfront and getting monetized over a period of time. I think it is important for you boys to actually run your model to see that whether it's commensurate, and the model should work in a way. In most cases, I've seen that your CapEx should repay in next 8 to 10 months. I don't know if you have done those sort of models that the CapEx that you're deploying is able to repay you back in 8 to 10 months. And if it does, then sometimes these models do work, but you also need to ensure that you have a working capital line in place to actually address the asset, because the moment you get a new client, you will need to have capital to buy those assets to actually put them in. So it becomes a chicken and an egg after a while.
Yes.
I think
so
you would build a much more robust business if you do not have this kind of upfront investment requirements in your deal negotiations. I would not do deals where you have to make so much upfront investment before the cash comes in. It's going to be very difficult to scale with this kind of a working capital model.
Yeah, so we have those 2 models, right? One is the monthly payment, which most of our customers are preferring, which doesn't involve any capex over there. And we do provide the capex model as well, the one-time payment which I have mentioned, if they are strictly want to go for that.
For your sake, if you're doing the monthly subscription fee, you need a chunk of monthly subscription ahead so that you can finance the cost of the device. Otherwise, this is going to be unscalable.
Yes. So we're partnering with our manufacturer. Sorry?
Investors do not like this kind of models.
Okay.
So So you better pay attention to how this business is going to scale and what, how are you going to manage the working capital of this?
Yeah, definitely. So we'll figure that out.
I
didn't get this.
point, I think what.
Oh, hold on. Swapna, go ahead.
What? Yeah, I was just telling them to Samna's point. I think investors typically don't invest equity for working capital, and that's usually a debt funding. So maybe your business needs more debt than equity is what she's trying to tell you.
And that's really not a good way to build a business, Rohith. You should pay lots of attention to the financials on this one because this is going to be unscalable if you don't pay attention to that. The funding requirements
so
you're
CapEx model
Hold on, let me finish. The funding requirements that you have here on this slide, if I were to look at this as an funding opportunity, I would study that very carefully in how the working capital flows here. And if I see that the working capital has to be invested ahead of revenue coming in to that extent, I would not invest in this company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, so we're going to switch. Rohith, thank you for your presentation. What you're doing is very interesting. The fact that you're getting customers is great. The main work that you need to do right now is in how you price this, how you sell these, how you negotiate the deals with the pipeline that you have created. And in your pipeline, in closing your pipeline, you have to establish that this is not a working capital nightmare. Otherwise, you're not going to get funding.
Yeah, definitely. So we have put those two models actually balancing those two. So we'll work on that as well.
Good. Good luck.